Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. My name is Lucas, and today we're going to be talking about an entrepreneur that I really like and his product and the strategy behind his product, right? His name is Danny Postma. He's a Dutch-born entrepreneur, and he has built this tool called HeadshotPro. And from a first glimpse, you can see that HeadshotPro is a type of headshot generator. You can see that, you can upload a few selfies, right? And then you can generate a few examples with different backgrounds for a professional setting, for a friendly type of setting, for LinkedIn, for example, and so on and so forth. And the reason why I want to talk about this specific subject is because of the strategy that he has for building businesses like this. He doesn't just get like some idea from the top of his head. He does his research when it comes to, keyword research, and then he builds a product off of that research. And so today I want to show you basically some of the strategies that he's used, right, to earn 50K per month just with affiliate marketing, right? So that's like, I think 15% of his monthly revenue. So you can just take a guess of how much that is. And since December 12th, 2024, 300K a month, right, with this headshot business, right? So I'm just going to go over the strategy in the back end of how he's done this and how you can start doing something similar as well. So before we go into Ahrefs and do a little bit of a deep dive, let me just go through this page and show you the different page structures that he has over here. So we have this hero section, right? Create your headshots now. Then we have different team packages if you want to, create headshots, consistent headshots for your website, for example. Then we scroll down, we have some reviews and examples, right? Basically so that you can understand the whole business model. It highlights the problem of, actual physical photo shoots, right? You have to go there, you have to get dressed, there's a styling, there's makeup and whatnot. So it kind of like highlights that and shows you how much time you can save with this. And it's obviously cheaper than a physical photo shoot, I would imagine. Gives you the different use cases for what you can use this photo shoot for, right? And we have the different pricing methods, the different, the ways how you can pay, different companies that have used this. So all in all, this is like a perfect landing page. We also have the FAQs, and at the very bottom we have these different pages, right? So we can go through some of these later, but we have free tools and we have headshot types, right? Now here we have different headshot types for different categories. So we have actives, corporate headshots, heiress, executive, LinkedIn, model, realtor. So we can click on, for example, realtor. It takes us to the specific realtor headshots page. Realtor headshots 101, examples, costs, and tips. So it tells you, what are realtor headshots? Are realtor headshots important? Are there realtors using AI headshots? What are the advantages of using AI headshots in the real estate industry? Some successful success stories based on this specific niche. And then at the end, we have this call to action. So do it yourself, take your own selfie, then Headshot Pro, which is $300. And this is kind of like the average price for a professional headshot in the United States. And I can, for example, click on this link, open it in a new tab, and we get this article. How much does a headshot cost in 2025 ranked by state? So we have a nice breakdown. How much do these actually cost, right? Inside of the United States. So basically by state, you would choose Nevada. Let's go Florida, for example, where I'm from, right here. Florida, 225, right? So there's a little bit of a strategy behind this, right? Now the strategy here was that Danny was searching for keywords and he saw this one called headshots near me. You can see that there's a monthly volume of around 5.2K searches and a somewhat medium difficulty. I guess at the time that he was doing this, it was a little bit lower. And basically what this means is that people were searching for headshots near me, right? But this can be something, what does near me mean, right? There's different countries, there's different states, there's different cities in a state, right? So it's pretty hard to create content just on this specific keyword. You have to kind of dive a little bit deeper into this. But for what it's worth, we know that he knew that people were searching for, headshots. People were searching for this keyword, headshots near me. And so basically based on this main keyword, he created a page structure. So you can use this one was like his main page structure, right? But for example, you can go a little bit deeper. So you can go like headshots in California, right? Or headshots in New York. or in Canada, or in the Netherlands, for example. And then here you can go even deeper. So for example, this can be like Amsterdam. This can be, for example, like Rotterdam. I mean, you don't have to go so deep, but at least you can start off like that. So for example, California, San Francisco, LA, New York City, you can put like Brooklyn or something like that. Canada, Toronto, Vancouver, etc. And once Danny had this kind of page structure locked in, he had to find a way to bring this into his website, to push this type of data into his website and somehow convert users, right? There had to be some type of call to action over here. So for example, he would use Google Maps and he would find, for example, the first 5 people here on Google Maps that you see over here. And what he would do is he would create a content page, right? Let's start off with headshots in New York City or New York, right? You create a page structure where he would have the first, let's say 5 to 6 top ranking headshot businesses in the area right over here at the top of the page, right? You'd have the nav bar and you'd have the top 6, top 5, whatever. And then you have number 1 over here with their title and a description and some reviews, right? So people would not search for his product. They would search for this specific answer, right? They would search for headshots in New York. And then they would get this nice page where you'd have different places to go to. You'd have the number 1. And then at the end, let me make this in green for you guys. And then at the end of the page, what he has is he has like some type of banner that says, take your headshot now, right? Take your headshot now. And this would eventually lead the users to actually, insert their photos and to actually start the process, right? Starting the process, which includes just inserting the photos and then eventually paying the money to get your headshots done. Now you can easily use AI to create content like this. Actually, you can, do it with ChatGPT. It's going to take a while because, you'd have to start a new chat. You'd have to kind of tailor this chat to understand your brand. You'd have to, it's not tailored for SEO purposes, so it doesn't really provide you with the best structure in terms of good content that doesn't sound like an AI, right? Nowadays, a lot of people, when they write with AI, let's pretend that these are words, you have like this dash, right? And then you have other words. So you can easily tell when something is kind of AI. So that's the problem with something like ChatGPT. But you can try out this tool and you can try it out for free. You can get 3 articles for free. It's called RVal. And basically what this is, it's a tailored AI writing tool. You can, generate SEO articles, generate news articles, generate articles out of your Amazon products or YouTube videos. In this case, we can click on SEO article. Then for example, we can add some keywords like headshots, Los Angeles. Click on add keywords. You can add more if you wanted to. And then basically what you can do is you can use AI inside of RVal to basically create titles, create extra keywords that you would want to include here. So professional headshots, actor headshots, right? Because Los Angeles is kind of like this Hollywood place. Corporate headshots, best headshot photographers, LA, Los Angeles headshot photography. Maybe we can delete a few if we don't want some. Keep these 4. Click on save changes. The AI can generate an outline of this specific blog post, right? Why professional headshots matter. We don't have to use LA, or we can use LA, whatever. First impressions in a competitive city, boost your personal brand, right? Wardrobe and styling tips, actor headshots versus corporate headshots. You can include your brand content. You can include specific assets from your brand. So for example, if your company has a YouTube channel or some type of Facebook or Instagram account, you can link that here and basically choose that knowledge base, and it'll kind of use that inside of the content. All of the content that it knows from your YouTube videos, it can add that into your blog. We can add specific call to actions here. For example, if you're this HeadshotsPro guy, you can add the starting page to prompt people to upload images for this call to action, right? So you want to have that at the very bottom. You can add your page's sitemap for internal linking. You can add external linkings, your own external links to, for example, if you want to do like this top 5 headshots in Los Angeles, you can add links to those top 5 websites. You can also exclude external sources like your competitors if you have any. you can let AI generate images for you for the specific blog post. So for example, HeadshotPro has a few of these images that do kind of look AI generated, and you can do that as well over here. Or you can add stock photos or your own custom images if you want to create your own. And then at the end, you can automate YouTube videos. I would check this on so that basically the AI finds videos out there that maybe have to do with this keyword and can kind of add them into your blog posts. At the end, we can click on Save Changes, and then we can go ahead and generate the article. And once it's basically generated, you get the whole, content structure like we had before. We get some AI generated images here and there. We get at the end some type of call to action, wrapping things up. We have this paragraph over here. We can add some more external links if we wanted to the whole paragraph with AI. We can rewrite things, make them longer, make them shorter, rewrite them by yourself if you wanted to. And you can basically do this with all the other sections, right? The most important thing here is also that you can easily publish it to your own website, whether it be, using WordPress, Webflow, Shopify, Framer. You can do it. You can publish it over there. And obviously it's important to keep the standards high when it comes to styling in your website in terms of design. For example, over here, Headshots Pro has the banner at the top, nav bar has the author over here, so you know who's writing it. They have the table of contents over here on the right side. At the end of the table of contents, you have your call to action, which is very important to have right over there at the same, always the user can just click on this button and get their headshots. But yeah, basically you can, insert your content like this, adjust it if you wanted to, right? It has total flexibility to be, changed. And if you want to learn more about, creating a good content structure for your blog post, I have another video about this in my channel. But yeah, this tool is great for pumping out content like that. Once you find a good keyword that you can target, and you can create a big page structure and basically just pump out content like that, use something like this to just save you a bunch of time. And PS, another cool thing that I wanted to show you right before this video ends is that HeadshotPro also has these different tools, right? We have free AI headshot generator, free LinkedIn profile generators. And if we click on one of these and we can upload one of our files, this is a free tool to generate like a profile generator. Then you just upload some file. And basically what it does is that it's generating the about section, the experience, education. I uploaded some dummy files, so it's not really going to do it, but as you can see, but it's possible, right? And once you hover over this profile section, you get this create now button. And if you want me to dive deeper into this specific strategy of creating free tools, please let me know in the comments below. But basically, this is also another great way of just generating content and converting users. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. All right, thank you so much. Goodbye.